Oh man. Clearly, it looks like I'm like half asleep, man, which I feel like because it's morning time. But we're checking out Humanity's Last Breath Passage, which is going to be a really heavy track that is going to wake me up. So that's the point. I also got my coffee here with me. And man, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't jumping on this track right away. And that's because the album Ashen is coming out August 4th, which is pretty soon. So I'm like, you know what? I might as well just like wait for the album reaction review, which is going to be on patreon.com/metalburb. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I need some heavy thal for this morning. And if you've never heard of this band, then buckle up, buckaroo. It's going to be intense. So look, that's all we need for chit chat. So Humanity's Last Breath Passage. Oh. Screechy screechies, heavy folly follies, no time to waste. Giving me similar vibes to the first single. Cool change. Ooh. Yeah. Awesome popper death metal there for a second. Sort of. What is going on with this groove? So much happening. More? Of course. Bum, bum. Oh. This isn't metal, this is pop! You know there's gonna be some turds saying that in the comments. Ooh. Rivada. Rivada, you guys kick ass. All right, let's talk about Passage. All right, as expected, another banger. Come on, man. This track feels very similar to Labyrinthian. You know, they both have music videos, but they both follow like a lot of changes in groove and just heavies. So I like it in that aspect, where Instill and Linger both felt a little bit similar in experimentation and sound. And they both had like those same kind of like animated videos. So it's really cool. And I guess I fall more towards like the Instill and Linger sides of this band. I love it when they get experimental, but don't get me wrong, like Passage, this song was a banger. Same with Labyrinthian. They're just more groove heavy, typical fall stuff, which is really, really solid. So I think there's like two sides to this band, which is cool. All I'm trying to say is that Instill is probably still my favorite, but don't get me wrong, this song was a banger. So let's move on to the pros and cons. How many times do I have to mention that this song was a banger, man? Number one pro is honestly, let's talk about the cleans. Cleans is going to be the most divisive thing about this track, so let's start off with that. I think they sound great, and it adds more dynamics to this band. You know, if the whole song had cleans, that'd actually be kind of cool. Done properly, and you know, with a band like this, you trust them to know how to use cleans, and they definitely did. They use them sparingly. And I think that works really well, because if the song, again, if the band was just using non-stop cleans, it wouldn't have the same effect. But placing them at the right appropriate time shows a different side, but also brings in some new moods and feelings towards the music. So I really think the cleans added a lot to this track. Pro number two is, you know, all the different grooves, where, you know, I said this track is kind of similar to Labyrinthian, but Labyrinthian had like 3 main solid sections, where this song felt like it had like 6, right? The ending section, breakdown section, was really cool, but then there was also that weird middle groove section that was very like, there was a lot of stuff going on. I think that was actually my favorite part of the song. I really loved how it transitioned into that, and just the chaos that ensued was just really cool. Another pro is the music videos are cool, although this one's a little bit more simplistic. Something about Rivada just takes like, you know, filming musicians, but they do it in such a cool way, where like the editing and the lens flares and stuff just seems like it all seamlessly transitions well, and like the slow pans that hit right when the like beat drops, like everything just works really well. And I love how, like, you know, Buster or whoever like is having these guitars super low where it looks like crabcore, but it's like fallcore or something, like something weird. We need to find a new word for it, because whatever they're doing just seems super weird looking, but it's also like super Humanity's Last Breath at the moment. Honestly, this song was cool. I feel like, you know, if you've heard my reviews, the Labyrinthian and other tracks, I'm going to be saying a lot of the same things. Production and everything was awesome. This track kicks ass. So kicks axe. Let's move on to the cons. I don't have cons, man. This is just a solid track. Again, Instill's my favorite. I love the Bulgarian choir sound effect, and I just love that track. I think it's probably my favorite Humanity's Last Breath song like ever. So I cannot wait for Ashen, which is coming out August 4th. But guys, that is my thoughts on Passage. I'm curious to know. Oh, rating 8.4. 8.4 is how I'm feeling. But I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. So comment down below. Spice up my life. Guys, what you think of this song? I'd love to know. Also, if you've gotten to this point of the video and haven't clicked off yet, then I appreciate you, man. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave a like, enjoy the video. But on that thing, we tune in. Until next time. Peace.